Um,
This is a
What'd you say?
PG-13
yeah.
subject. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it could be sublimation because as PG as one can be, that a girlfriend might have fulfilled Kevin's desires. So now that he lacks that, like,
He's right.
it results in such behavior.
Yeah.
That's right.
I would have leaned toward that being the more accurate answer, but what you said, Jonah, is also acceptable. You explained it. Okay, Corey, continue with you.
Tamika.
We're up
Juliet.
to Juliet.
Sorry, mine is like cut off on the top. Juliet was afraid of her temper and constantly trying to control it as a child. But does not recall doing so. I think this is projection because she's casting her feelings that she has onto another person. And she's
I said
I also said something
Okay. Anyone else have a different approach? Mia, you said, what did you say?
Does that
What?
work? The one I said.
It's as soon as you can justify it, it's fine.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
hear why. Why, Mia, do you feel that
Because
that's
she doesn't remember doing it. Like, it was that much of like a traumatizing experience that she doesn't remember doing it.
You hear that? You hear that point of view, Corey?
Yeah. So the reason I didn't choose that was because I thought, like, as a child, it was just
W's
one of
in the
those things
chat.
that, like, I don't really remember my early days in preschool, so I just kind of thought of it as like something that was lost in childhood. That it wasn't like something painful. Rather, it was just like I don't remember being an infant.
Good. It's an interesting, again, another way of looking at it. Jamie had
Listen.
another thought on this?
Oh, I was just gonna say the same thing as me. I also put a question because like when something is so painful, obviously like she regrets it. So I
well, I
think
don't
she's
really-
just like repressing this.
Okay. All right, great.
Bud.
I was gonna ask, so we actually, when this activity is done, do you think we can present this out?
After we finish this,
You can
after we
count this
finish
little
this
boy
whole
excited.
thing,
I'm on
part
that,
3 also, then we'll call on you at the end of the class. Okay? All right, Lena, I think you were supposed to go before. I apologize.
Okay, this
All right, everyone, let's focus.
this was the only one I had trouble with actually.
So it works out well that I called in you.
Nico was the hardest.
Okay, Tamika was just told that she had failed a project. Tamika thought it was the best work she'd ever done. Although very upset, she talked endlessly about how the educational system is
Antiquated.
antiquated institution that grades students without fair standards. I said intellectualization, but I'm not sure that's the right answer.
Okay, well, why do you think
Think it through.
why is it possible?
She's not like talking about the way she feels. She's trying to put like facts into what she's saying rather than talking about like her own feelings.
Katie, is that what you also wrote?
Wait, was it intellectualization? Is that what you said?
I can't remember. I wasn't
Yeah.
listening. What were you saying?
I think it's intellectualization.
Okay.
I was listening. You understand what I'm trying to get at? Jamie, what?
I was gonna say I put rationalization.
Interesting. Why?
Because I think that she's trying to like rationalize her bad grade and her failed project by saying, oh well, it's not really my fault because it's the school system.
I like that answer as well. Very well said.
Doc,
Okay.
I had a different answer.
Lane's
I think Jonah had a different answer.
Hey, we have a third answer.
I
Yes,
put
Jonah.
I put projection
What do you mean?
because in it she says that the educational system is an antiquated institution that grades students without fair standards. So she's like blaming the educational system instead of like taking responsibility for it.
It's interesting.
So she and like
That's projection?
Yeah, because the definition is casting the feelings you have onto another person, blaming another person for the feelings you have.
Okay.
That's one way to think.
All right. No, I hear that. We're gonna move on with Ariel, then Eden will go after you. Okay, Ariel, go ahead.
Although Reggie was never a good student, he was always proud of his career as a baseball player. That's compensation because he's saying that, oh, I'm good at one thing, so it doesn't matter matter.
Just stroke it.
Okay.
Let's do something.
It looks like everyone's on agrees with you on that one. Eden,
Can I get one hit?
guys, let's try to focus, please. Very good. That's very true. Okay, it sounds pretty clear. Okay. Number 9, Rebecca? Yeah, please.
Mrs. Smith's husband left her as soon as the birth of their child. Unconsciously feels the baby is the cause of the breakup of her marriage. Still, she smothers Adam with love and affection. And that is reaction formation because she's replacing those feelings that she blames Adam.
Adam Jerusalem.
She's still helping Adam.
What'd you say it was?
Everyone agree with that one?
She said reaction formation.
Good answer. I like the emotion that you brought on with it. Yeah, number 10, please. You have to make sure you swallow first before you
Listen.
So take your time. No choking allowed. It's one of my rules.
Listen, I stand by that. It's one of my codes of life.
Okay, go ahead.
There's no shot.
Girl who's interested in biology. However, she is dating his best friend.
Oh!
Interfering with their relationship. Fortunately, Buddy has difficult education class selected biology and runs 3 laps of arbitrage from women in I said sublimation.
Does anyone have a different thought, or is
No, Doc.
Maybe.
I agree with Meredith.
yeah, that does sound right. Okay, very good. Let's move on to number 11. Zach,
Number 11.
I think
Dollar
it's
Tree
up to you
PC.
now. Go ahead.
Damien wants to end his relationship with Carla.
Damien,
Instead
Aaron?
of just telling her the truth, he accuses her of wanting to break up with him. I said projection.
Damien,
Projection.
Aaron,
Okay. Anyone have a different answer?
Janice.
Yeah, I think that's a good answer. Very good. Okay, we're now going to move on to the third and final part of this, which
This is exciting.
we do have some videos, and I would like for you, upon watching the video, to not say what you think the answer is. I want you to
Corey.
please write the answer down, and then afterwards we'll see if
Gretchen
everyone
Wieners.
agrees to it. Okay?
Gretchen Wieners.
So we have a bunch of clips over here.
How about
We have
Gretchen
a lot of them.
Wieners?
We're not going to necessarily watch the whole thing of all these clips, but some of them are not so long.
I think this one might be
Unavailable.
Double major.
but also
So the problem is that actually
Oh.
some of these answers are
Gretchen's a
already
character
say.
suits.
Gretchen's also a character in Mean Girls, played by
Oh.
yours truly, Risa
Okay.
Rogers.
Some of these, unfortunately, for some reason, may not work,
Live on
and I guess it kind of gives away
with
the
audio on. You're
answer.
screwed, buddy.
So let's make it not
Timestamp
look.
that shit, y'all.
He's blushing. Oh my god, you totally have a crush on that guy. I know. That's why you wanted to join the night. Roughly. You hate that. Look how red she is. You love him, and he totally complimented you. That is
Hear me
so
out, guys.
fetch. Gretchen, stop
Stop
trying to
making
make
me
the
fetch.
best happen.
Okay, stop.
It's not going to happen.
I'm going to kill you.
This was so sick, man. Oh my god. Skibbity moment.
Stomp around like a giant while the rest of you try not to get smudged under his big feet. What's so great about Caesar? Brutus is Caesar. Brutus is just as smart as Caesar. People totally like Brutus as much as they like Caesar. And when did it become okay for one person to be the boss of everybody, huh? Because that's not what Rome is about. We should totally just stab Caesar.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I kind of like. She kind of like.
Okay.
Oh, can we watch this one too?
So,
Do you love
so
Mean
we,
Girls? I don't
so
understand.
it did. Some of these are going to actually stay on the top just for my own, making sure I know my own word bank. So it's one of the answers was projection. You may not necessarily agree to that.
That one went up. Shit.
Can someone tell me why they think this is a case of projection, or if you have a different answer, what would it be, Jamie?
So basically, I think that it's projection because she was upset because her friend was being mean to her, but instead of going and taking it out on the friend, she took it out on her paper and Julius Caesar, which, was getting very angry. Instead of addressing the real problem, she was taking out her emotions on a different topic.
Okay. Anyone have any other thoughts on this? Yes, Ariel?
It could also be displacement when she's taking out her anger on the project instead of doing something about it.
Okay.
That's a real statement and like
Good.
it's valid.
All right. So let's now see the next one, which is from Parks and
Parks and
Recreation.
Rec.
I love Parks and Rec.
Lena, please move your head.
Lena, move your
I love
head.
that guy.
You good? Goodbye. This has been a difficult year for me romantically.
Oh,
Nelson Gergich, Ian Perkins, and his professor.
sublimation.
Lots of disappointment. But if I keep my body and my mind occupied at all times, I will avoid falling into the bottomless pit.
That's nice.
Intellectualized.
Welcome.
I got a lot of bottles there.
Okay.
If I
Item,
may I?
Can I venture a guess?
Favorite practice.
Okay, stop talking.
Yes.
I would
First of all, maybe it was hard for me to hear everything. What could you tell me just what he was saying or what was going on?
He was riding his bike and he was saying that he was this year he'd been having a tough time with relationships.
Okay.
But if he kept his mind off of it, everything would be okay.
Okay. So what would you say would be?
I call that sublimation.
Okay.
I concur, as a matter of fact.
Anyone have a different one? Rebecca, go ahead.
What?
I
Get out of
think
the school.
That it's intellectualization.
What?
Yo, please
Do you want to justify why?
It's because he was like having a tough time, and that might have been painful for him. But he was saying it very calmly. Oh, I love The Office.
Bro, had to interrupt yourself.
He was saying it very calmly, and in a lot of big words.
What are you doing?
So
What do you think you're doing?
he was
Just throwing your trash
processing
on my
that
desk?
emotion through being smart.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's now move on to the third clip. Okay? This man is a very I just don't know much about it, but if I'm reading upon it, this man by the name of Michael Scott is a very brilliant person who runs a very multi-million-dollar office, and he's very well respected by all of his employees.
I feel like there might be some
Some
sarcasm.
sarcasm in that sentence.
I don't know.
I'm catching a hint of it.
You know, that's true. You ask me, I say approve.
That's not the way it's going to work.
That's just not.
No, it is not.
No, it isn't.
Zach.
No, it is not.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
Okay, so we're on the same page. Great.
Okay, Michael.
Okay, Michael.
No, seriously.
No, seriously. How old are you?
What?
I can tell Michael's mood by which comedy routine he
Pam
chooses
is-
to do. The more infantile, the more upset he is.
So
And he just skips the Ace Ventura talking butt thing. He never skips it. This is bad.
5 years old.
5 years old. Stop, Michael.
Oh, if I may
I would
venture
like
a
to venture a
guess.
guess.
I think my hand was
All
up.
right, who would like to? Well, okay, go ahead. Why don't you-
Oh, I think it might be some regression.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
Because he's like reverting to like childlike behavior to like get the attention that he got when he was younger.
Okay.
Stop
Is that-
telling me to do
I
it.
saw you guys. A few other people had their hands raised. Everyone agree to that, or?
Yeah. Any challenges?
Nope.
That's what I thought.
Oh, it's the right answer. So why would I need to challenge?
Okay.
There's
All
no
right, so
right
now we're
answer
gonna
when it
move
comes to
on
psychology.
the fourth one,
I hate
which
friends.
this looks like it's a longer clip, so
couldn't even get through
I don't know how to cut it properly.
What?
Brando's later? Brandy's?
On what?
From my Eshechal perspective.
Which
Yes. I literally just said Jordan.
Oh.
J Biddle.
I was actually watching something.
What'd you get on that?
Okay, this is another movie about people that are called friends.
I've never heard of this one actually.
One sir.
And I think the name of the show is also called Friends.
That's not very creative. That's why it's a bad show.
Hey, you've got to try.
Oh, the cheesecake!
Oh my god, just let me watch.
Wow, we're not so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the best cheesecake I've ever had. Where did you get this?
It was at the front door. I got home. Somebody cut it to us.
Taylor, this is not addressed to you. It's addressed to Mrs. Braverman downstairs.
Chandler.
Gee.
I didn't read the box before I opened it. You can't return a box after you've opened the box.
Why not?
Because it's too delicious.
Chandler, you stole this cheesecake. That is wrong.
No, it is going to be okay because Mrs. Braverman is going to send away for a free one. And that way we all win. The only losers are the big cheesecake conglomerate, Mama's Little Bakery. I feel terrible. I'm a horrible, horrible, horrible person.
Well, I'm sorry, what? Hi.
You have a cheesecake cake.
No,
They
what's
delivered it
another
for all
movie?
the dressing yet.
So just bring it back downstairs. What's the problem?
I can't seem to say goodbye.
Are you serious? Chandler, we ate an entire cheesecake 2 days ago and you want more?
Well, I've forgotten what it tastes like, okay?
cheesecake. It was fine. It had a buttery, crumbly graham cracker crust with a very rich, yet light cream cheese filling. I hope that's just filled with
What the fuck, dude?
Okay, I'm not gonna watch
I'm
any
not
more
sure,
of this. I
actually,
just
on this
never
one,
liked this show. I hate canned laughter, by the way. It's one of my. It always annoys me.
It's
not real laughing. It's like
it
somebody
takes
push
up
a button.
space in the episode.
Now you must laugh. This is the part which is funny because you can't figure it out on your own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I hate it.
They're insulting our
Laugh
intelligence.
tracks are the worst.
It does.
The government.
No, the scariest
And they-
backtrack
they
is on
take up so
Disney
much
shows when
time.
the villain comes in.
Lena, what is your thoughts on clip number 4?
I think it's possibly rationalization. Because Chandler was trying to make like excuses for like him eating the cheesecake. Like he kept saying like the neighbor will get a new one, so it's okay that he's eating it. And like yeah.
Anyone have any?
Rationalization.
I think that's the right answer. Is there only one answer for these clips?
Okay, there could be more than one. I guess I have to figure it out.
Step Brothers.
Okay,
I
so
love
now
Step
we're
Brothers.
up to number.
No way, you don't know what Step Brothers is.
Is she
That's
insane?
the most iconic movie in all of type of brothers.
We're up to number 5.
Who stars
in
in
which,
Step Brothers?
Will
unfortunately, Tom already says what it is. But Emma, what are your thoughts going out of order?
Oh, I'm bro can't dip out.
So
now.
you can actually see this one. This one actually says on the top. So, but we'll see what this movie's all about. I'm sure it's
Oh, this is a good scene.
Oh, I love Step Brothers.
Wonderful day. And I would like
This is
to
Coach
raise
Josh's
my
favorite
glass.
movie.
Dale and I want to welcome you to our home with open arms.
Bro, that hairline's wild.
Dale!
Well, as you all know, my youngest son, Derek, couldn't be here because of an important fishing trip. But my other son, Brandon, was going to be moving into his own place, but he was recently let go from his job at PetSmart, so he is going to be living with us.
I wasn't fired from my job, I was laid off. Well, you wouldn't know the difference. I didn't want famine! I said it 4 times!
This generation.
Why did you bullshit?
What is that?
I'm not going to call him Dad.
Brennan, you're 39 years old. I would not expect you to call him Dad.
Well, I'm not going to, ever. Even if there's a fire. Robert, better not get in my face. I'll drop that motherfucker.
Oh! My stream is family friendly.
I thought it was a PG movie. Oh my gosh.
What a great film.
Oh my god.
Alright.
You know that part where the dude takes out his balls and
Yeah, he puts on the jacket.
Oh wow.
Can I,
I'm so sorry about that. Alright. Other than that language, the profanity, which is totally not acceptable at Schachter.
I'll make a
Now
guess.
Emma did tell me Emma did mention about regression, and I'm wondering if that's necessarily the correct answer.
I was-
How about linear
What are you gonna
I was
say?
going to say regression
I
also.
said regression.
I was actually leaning towards regression.
So the
They
interesting
act like
thing for those who
little
watched
kids.
the movie, and
It's a great movie.
you can actually watch the movie without any profanity. Like there's a cut edition for those that want to see it.
You must. The entire movie.
That's like
But,
half the movie.
Regression. The thing which I'm wondering about, Emma, is that regression means that you've reached a certain milestone and then you've regressed. You've like went back. These two dudes kind of never.
Yeah, they never. Yeah.
They never got any better. They were always the way that they were.
Listen, it was always
So
like Mikey. Like,
I would say regression is the best choice, but the truth is they kind of never hit any normal milestones, so it regressed. Maybe. Go ahead.
So I don't know if this counts, but when I thought regression, I thought the mom, like the kids were definitely doing regression, but the mom also.
Why the mom?
Because she started like scolding them in public at her wedding, I think.
Okay.
So that's kind of like her regressing to when she first had the kids, and now she's kind of reversing them.
Okay. So it's acceptable. That's acceptable. Okay. All right. This next clip, I really apologize for all you for that that profanity. Is that,
W's in the chat?
So sorry. I can't
Oh,
promise.
Andy, I love Andy.
I don't know. There may be profanity in this one as well.
I don't think they curse really.
No, they don't
The
curse that much in
Office.
this.
I think in the office they don't
I
really
think I'm
curse that
safe
much.
for this
but-
one, hopefully.
I think so.
I think it gets bleeped.
Well, I think we've all heard it. We've all heard the words.
Just tell your friends anything.
Is this when Andy gets
I'm not
fired?
decided yet.
Erin, on phone memos, you're writing the date
That's
American
really
style,
hate
month
the
of
British.
year. I prefer it day, month, year. Small, bigger, biggest. Oh, sexual innuendo, not intentional. Shut up! Shut up, Lyra.
Evan, that looks like you.
Sexual innuendo, not
Evan,
intentional.
it's you.
I am sick of your dumb opinions. And if you don't like the way that I take phone messages, here, take them yourself.
Our sex life is none of anyone's business.
And Andy is
This
the
guard.
manager, not Nellie.
Stop
There's
protecting
Robert
me.
California.
Man, I can protect
I
myself.
love Rob
This
Cal.
misdirected anger, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to lash out at you. There's a lot coming up right now, all at once. Dad's go to hell, I'm taller than you.
Oh!
This is Robert California, bro. Bro's chilling.
And your stupid face. And your stupid office.
He goes to anger management class after this.
No, that was earlier.
He's kind of like John.
Is that Neil deGrasse Tyson?
And we're going to go.
No, that's Daryl, aka Papa John.
Why do I not recognize any of the people in the office?
Because Eden's in there, I don't know. Oh, Ed! That's Lambros.
That isn't.
Excuse me.
That isn't.
Yo, Rob Cal
I'm
is
saying
top
no.
tier. factor.
Oh wait, he's saying no.
You can't say no.
She's smiling.
No.
Eden,
I think he's saying no.
she sees herself on TV, it must be
We
exciting.
can discuss the specifics of the job.
Yep, there she is.
It's the ability, I really have to insist.
There she is.
Stop saying no.
Andrew, if
Yes,
you
Rachel.
say no one more time, you're fired. So, is
No,
there
and he goes on the
anything
mat.
else
He
you want
comes
to say?
back and goes, ooh.
No.
I can't describe it. I just, for the first time in a long time, I actually feel in control.
The way you look at him,
I
Eden.
feel alive. I got it.
Whoa.
Wait, hurry your hand.
I got it.
Eden,
Oh.
you got it, okay?
That sounds like a.
Yes.
What
Don't
happened?
push him, man.
Were they gonna
Yeah. I love the office.
do some of that?
You've seen the show.
All right. Any
They graded
thoughts
the
on
midterms. They graded the
this
midterms.
one? Ariel with a
Midterms
raised
are out.
hand.
They graded them.
I put displacement because they were throwing stuff around and yelling at
Yo,
us
finals are out, guys.
as everybody else. I don't. When they were supposed to be like not doing that.
the extra credit for that.
Okay. Does everyone agree to that
I wrote-
interpretation?
I wrote displacement, but I also put
Go ahead.
regression a little bit.
Which one?
Regression, because they're,
How-
they're
how
kind
do
of
we
like
see
they're
regression
throwing
there?
tantrums, and then also like when they're in the office and he just keeps saying no to everything. He's not even like listening, which is like
Okay. Any other thoughts? Yes, Jamie.
Yes, so I was going to say, projection.
I'm very angry at this.
He is projecting angry emotions.
your grades on the street.
Interesting. It's a good way of looking at it. Any other
Up in the
thoughts?
stream.
Okay. This is a little bit of a scary one. I also hope there's no profanity in this one.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's called Finding Nemo or something.
Oh my god, when I get excited, I start laughing.
Well, then we gotta find a place that can read this.
It's like drawing. It's basic. Reese goes mental.
Now the blood, ready. Blood, Crip gang.
I know.
Dory, are you okay?
Me when I smell that za.
There's Al.
Intervention!
Coming to a nearby
when I see 9-year-old.
That's what I see, guys.
Zach. When I see little children. Even is that what this is? Just blows.
a tree trying to get. Oh, that's nuts.
This is the definition of vengeance is coming to a nearby theater on Friday. There's vengeance!
Wait a minute. You can read? I can read? That's it. I can read. Well, then here, read this now. That's a way to get out. He never even knew his father.
New lexicon.
Count.com.
When you see Gabi now, that's a good one.
Count.com. New lexicon.
Sorry about
I remember watching this as a child in the dentist office. Yeah, in Belmore.
Josh Giddy when he sees Josh Giddy.
Now they throw the nades. Me when I throw an impulse grenade. Me when Peter Griffin throws a clinger at me.
Peter Griffin when he's at 1 HP. Peter Griffin when he's about to die.
Whoa.
Okay.
This keeps taking.
What do you want? I gotta show him.
All right. So,
I love movies.
what are your thoughts on that? On Bruce? How about Bruce and Finding Nemo?
I think he's definitely
Well, that could be, but that's not one of the category. Could be.
If I can.
Yes.
Maybe I can even say, maybe some might say that Dory's experiencing some repression over here. Because she might be unconsciously forgetting this information. Because
No, short-term memory loss.
So for
Ariel, I watched
it's a valid point.
Yeah, I know.
But what I want you to see, and maybe I should have said this before, it's in the
Oh, it says who?
the person who we're supposed to be focused on. So here we're looking at Bruce.
I call that maybe regression, possibly.
Why?
Because the second he gets to smell the blood, he goes from like this civilized shark, I guess, who doesn't eat fish, and then he just reverts back to like his basic instincts of eating the fish.
Interesting answer. Good answer. Anyone else have a different thought?
He absolutely tweaked it.
There could be another answer.
What did you say?
Regression.
Okay, let's move on to number 8. And this
Black
one,
Panther.
this one I probably should have previewed as well.
Black Panther. I hated this movie.
What? Actually, well,
It's a great movie.
Con on candid camera.
It was a joke. I'm just kidding.
Right
You
here.
and my friend will
Can
lend
you
me
even
$1.
read?
Mikey, you and my friend will lend me Dejando fueva.
Did you say what?
What is your name?
Has anyone ever seen this before?
Yes, I watched it. I watched it in the Trump Hotel in 5th grade.
Okay.
Black.
In Washington, because my mom took me there instead of to Teva.
Lee and my friend owes me $1 and he's not paying it back.
I'm standing in your house, serving justice to a man who stole your vibranium and murdered your people.
Oh God.
Justice your king couldn't deliver.
Oh, you are not going up.
I don't care if you brought
forever.
Only reason I don't kill you while you stand is because I know who you are.
I know who you are.
So what do you want? I want the throne. Hey, you, the tuna.
POV when I see Al Bakuna.
I'm sitting up here comfortable. Must feel good.
This is Zach vs. Josh Amino.
About 2 billion people in a world that looks like us.
Looks
Their
like
lives
us.
are a lot harder. Wakanda has the tools to liberate them
He's
all.
from Suits
And
that
what
guy about.
to us? Our lives.
Right now.
Vibranium.
I'll show you.
Your weapons. Our weapons will not be used to wage
Is that
war
true?
on
I
the
don't
wild.
know.
On the wow.
It's not our way.
To be judge, jury, and executioner.
You're reading the caption.
People who are not our own.
Not your own. But in lifestyle regions, Conan.
on this continent.
So in all people, your people, king of all people. I am king of Wakanda.
It is my responsibility to make sure
Our people are safe.
And that vibranium does
Those
not
not
fall to the hands of a person like you. Son,
we have entertained
he's
your
been
shouts
chanted
for
for
too long.
Kill him.
Reject his request. Oh, I ain't requesting nothing.
I challenge.
Who I am.
You're
Eric Stevens.
An American
Black operative.
A Muslim
Operative.
named
Killmonger, that's who you are.
That's my name, princess.
Ask me, King. No.
No.
Ask me.
He's from Suits, that guy back there.
Take him
Take him away.
I challenge you to.
I found my daddy with Panther claws in his chest. You ain't the son of a king, you a son of a murderer. Who y'all want to see something? Lies! I'm afraid not, Queen Mother.
The descendant of the Jobo.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey, Auntie Anne's. That's where it's at. Get those pretzels.
I'm exercising my blood right. The challenge for the mantles of King and Black Panther.
He was a bad guy.
It's like type of
There's no legs here. The challenge will take weeks. Like that. Weeks? I don't need weeks.
I've been
The whole
preparing.
country ain't gotta be there. I just need him and somebody to get me out of these chains.
Oh yeah, preach.
He's the villain.
I'm chilling with the villain.
I really like when the villains are also right.
I understand.
He gets his ass handed to him.
Oh, I am the White Panther. I am from Tennessee. I like bacon.
Someone wish to help us out with the last part of this last clip?
Wait.
I guess you're the one that's doing it. Go ahead.
If I may even say that this might have been some denial here. Oh wait, no, sorry. You're talking about Killmonger. Because I thought the rest of the people were in denial because they were
Okay,
like
how about Killmonger?
Killmonger. Maybe displacement.
Repression, maybe.
Reduction because he's blending T'Challa with something his dad
Makes me
Yes,
sway.
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
I think it might be projection.
Are you agree with Aura? All right, that completes
Our lesson.
these 8 clips.
That was-
I just had
could we do
note
more?
to self.
Doc,
have to
I love
stop
this
the,
lesson.
Stepbrother a little bit earlier next time I show this.
This lesson was perfect.
All right.
Like and
So
comment.
please make sure that this is submitted.
My
Subscribe.
favorite type of tea is
And
individual.
we're now going to shift to
Oh my God,
begin.
W Razor.
Oh, is this the Scream by oh no, what's his name? I remember his name. I'm not
To this,
No.
to this slide.
No. Edward Monk? No.
Yeah.
Is it Edward?
All right.
Edward Monk. I fucking said it. Told you.
I know a little bit of a light class with a lot of videos.
That painting is by
So,
Edward
I
Monk.
am now asking if possibly we still have 17 minutes, so we have to get focused.
Lock in.
Before I begin giving you some information on personality disorders, we're going to be looking at Katie and Jamie's. So, without further ado, please give them your undivided attention. Please give them your attention, okay?
Your attention, please.
Go ahead.
Flight
Thank you
3.
and hello all.
What 235 nonsense
Okay, so
repeat delayed about
we mentioned, and we actually put a lot of hard work and dedication into this because what we did is we had to take the metal and kind of construct it in a way that it would be safe and appropriate for all ages except babies. It might be hazardous. So this introducing the fidget ring. We spent a lot of time on this. We were here after school yesterday.
Oh, really?
yesterday.
Okay, so I'm gonna give a demonstration of how the fidget ring works. So basically, it's just a fidget where you can just fidget around, look at the intricate mechanics of it.
Oh, breaking it down to its final design. Freaking
Please.
video game based
And it'll help you stay connected with your friends. Like, I could put my finger into here.
Oh.
Now me and Jamie are connected. Yeah, so basically what we said is that it helps
that's a
people of
teacher,
all
I guess.
ages because it can make, it can help you make friends and
Oh.
connections. And it can
So if
also
I take
help
this
you,
to the park, will I pick up girls?
Please.
keep the comments to this.
Please.
And it can also help decrease levels of stress and anxiety because as people grow older, their stress and anxiety tends to increase. So this can kind of help you calm down, as you can see.
Quit yapping.
Rose.
Okay, so
Wait, we're not done.
we would like to discuss that. Okay. So
It's my favorite
this
discussion.
invention of ours stimulates the motor skills because to fidget
fine motor skills. Because to fidget with the ring, you have to spin it, which doesn't require a lot of muscle.
But it is still very effective. And Katie, we actually also made a fidget bracelet.
Oh yeah,
You can
here, fidget bracelet.
and you can also
Oh my lord.
toy around with it in this way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so also for the other question we said, it stimulates touch and sight because you have to, feel around the ring and the metal of the ring. And it is also good for school because it is it's not something that will distract the class, and we like it because I was playing with the logs earlier. That's the toy that I was assigned, and it was very noisy, which was it was the downside. So we decided we're gonna make a toy, and it's not gonna be noisy, so it can be teacher approved. So if you're in class and you have the urge to maybe talk, which in this class, some people do that. So maybe
Please
you can
stop Snake,
this,
you know.
regulate
You're the one
yourself.
that almost sent it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I can get some. I marked it down.
Thank you so much, sir.
So if you really think that would help with the noise level, maybe we should distribute them
Yeah,
to
we
each
can make
student.
one for everyone.
That if you think it would help some.
Yeah, raise your hand.
Where are you supplying the metal from? That's my question. Is it naturally sourced?
It's not free, of course. You have to pay for it.
Yeah, you guys can actually sell
The phosphate, diphosphate.
You know, back in my day, thermometers used.
Okay, so now we're going to be continuing with personality disorders.
Oh.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
That's alarming.
All that you'll ever want to know about any personality disorders, again, in the book, which we're not going to be doing today, is on chapter 14. It's about a 40-page chapter, and it talks about all different types of personality disorders, in which we broke down pretty well over here. So, bear with me again. This is just I'm going to go through some of this to get today with you. On next Friday, again, I'm going to be asking you. There'll be someone obviously here to oversee. That you'll be continuing on this on your own. They're not going to be teaching this to you, and you'll do the 8 cases. Okay? All right. So, characterized by the presence of 2 or more distinct personality identities, each may have a unique name, personal history, and characteristics. Okay? This is dissociative identity disorder. And these are the different patterns that can be demonstrated. So if you have a patient that has these different things which are going in their life, they feel detached from others, they have a sense of anxiety, they have difficulty sleeping, they have mood swings, this possibly could fall under this. All right, so again, I think I have a couple clips over here. So as you watch this interview, which we're going to see now with Kim Noble, determine the differences in her personalities. This is an Oprah Winfrey show, and it's 5 minutes long.
I'm afraid that I may never come back again.
With help from Kim Noble's therapist, Kim's alternate personalities come out, one by one. First, dominant personality, Patricia, disappears, and Bonnie takes over. Bonnie used to be the main personality who took care of daughter Amy.
Donald.
Nice to see you.
Try to listen.
It's nice to see you.
Amy doesn't get to see Bonnie very much anymore. In the early years, the constant threat of having her daughter taken away by social services sent Bonnie into seclusion.
When Bonnie disappeared, I think I was about 7 or 8.
It got very stressful with social services were putting a lot of pressure on us, so I just couldn't take any more. And I just cracked up over it all, and that was it. I want out.
Just wait.
And have a good one. I just pray that when you don't affect her.
Is that another?
Knowing it's time for Bonnie to leave, she bursts into tears because she doesn't know when she will see her daughter again.
We can wait a minute.
A
little while later, Ken emerges. He's 21 years old, homosexual, and doesn't acknowledge he is one of many personalities.
Hi Ken, I'm Kirsten. Ken thinks I'm one of his friend's daughters. And why do you see a therapist?
People got problems with me being gay, so I see a therapist.
Who has a problem with that?
The outside world.
Do you date?
I haven't for a long time, but yeah, I've had some nice boyfriends.
Every time you talk to me, give him a different
When you
name.
look in the mirror, who do you see? But
Who do
you, I mean, when I look at you, I see a woman.
I'm not transvestite. It's strange. I'm gay. I'm not transvestite. I don't dress up in girls' clothes. I've got no boobs.
One of Ken's more tortured personalities is agitated when she comes out.
Evil. Evil.
Her name is Salome.
Hi, Salome, I'm Kirsten.
She's really evil.
Salome is a personality who rants and raves. She doesn't sit down, she's always walking around the room and not settled.
Salome is deeply religious and seems quite angry.
She was a good Catholic woman. Evil daughter.
What happened, Salome, to the good Catholic woman?
She died. She got killed. She died.
And
I've got to go now. Bye.
After Salome leaves, things get much calmer when the personality Dawn arrives. She's literally frozen in time and believes it's 1997, the year Amy was born.
Hi, Dawn. Nice to meet you.
Dawn doesn't realize Amy is her daughter. Dawn thinks
It's not a joke.
she had a
This is
baby named
a real
Sky
person.
who was taken away at birth.
Can you tell me about Sky?
Sky is my baby. Social services just took her away and put her up for adoption. And I can't have her back.
And so who is sitting next to you?
And she's a friend's daughter. I mean, it's good and I'm very fond of her. But it's not the same as having your own.
Amy, how does that make you feel listening to Dawn?
Great. Great.
This is her mother. So I understand how she must feel.
She would have left you.
Okay. So this is a way for us to introduce again this topic of personality disorders. And again, there's unfortunately in this poor woman's situation, she struggles with multiple personalities.
Every time the personalities come out, I'm afraid.
Move on to the next. Okay.
Wait, apparently she has 20.
Oh, you looked this up?
No, it says it.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's very okay. That's what it is. I guess some of them are more dominant or more prevalent than others. Paranoid personality disorders, an unrelenting mistrust and suspicion of others, even when there's no reason to be suspicious. Okay, and again, we're not going to do in the shortness of time. You can see these are certain characteristics that a person may have when they, which could potentially mean that this is the disorder. Again, when it comes to these cases, these 8 cases, I want you to be able to read the case and try to figure out how it would fit in. Okay. Then we have schizoid personality disorder. the lack of interest in social relationships, a tendency toward solitary or sheltered lifestyle, secretiveness, emotional coldness, detachment, and apathy.
I kind of like that actually.
Okay? And
Okay, buddy.
so you'd have to not just hear the definition, but look at these different patterns and then say, how does that fit? Antisocial personality disorder consistently shows no regard for right and wrong and ignores the rights and feelings of others. It doesn't mean that you just don't like going to parties, right? It's obviously much more significant than this. These are real, serious, significant diagnoses. So, again, we have these various patterns. Again, just due to the lack of time, I'm not going to go through them. But you can do this on your own. Okay, you have this picture of you know who. So then you have psychopaths. Where am I? Which have these different characteristics. Okay, which I'm not going to go through. But you can see, interestingly enough, it says on the bottom, well-educated and hold steady jobs. So it's not that necessarily someone who has these different issues that they can't hide it in certain ways or at certain points of their day, right? Okay, then that one we don't have. All right, so let's move on. Narcissistic personality disorder. You've probably heard that term, so it was a narcissist. Long-term pattern of abnormal behavior characterized by exaggerated feelings of self-importance, excessive need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. So basically really focusing a lot on themselves and thinking that they're unbelievable and amazing to the detriment of others around them. Obsessive compulsive disorder, which is also called an initials OCD, right? So this is the definition: general pattern of excessive concern with orderliness, perfectionism, attention to details, mental and interpersonal control, need for control over one's environment, etc. It doesn't mean if you like to have you make your bed in the morning that you're OCD. Obviously, again, these are serious situations over here. Okay.
What's Miss Glazer? Looks like.
Not obsessive compulsive disorder, not obsessive cleaning disorder, not overly cleaning disorder, nothing to do with cleaning disorder.
I think it might have nothing to do with cleaning disorder.
That'll be that.
Do you want to say it one more time, maybe, for the people in the back?
I feel like a lot of people don't know what OCD is. So there are two parts: obsessions, which are negative, intrusive thoughts, and compulsions, which are like repetitive rituals. People have different obsessions, different compulsions, but it's not satisfying, it's not nice, it's a disorder. So yeah, please make sure you're not saying, oh, I'm a bit OCD, if you just like something satisfying. So I guarantee you, a disorder, not satisfying.
Imagine being forced to think about your greatest fear every second of every day and having no willpower to stop it.
I feel that, buddy.
I guess I'm one in every 100.
Oh my god.
2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Ladies, 2 more minutes, please. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
Scratch the lips.
Yeah, my brother.
That's not bad. My mom's friend's son is a soldier, but he missed his transport, so he waited exactly 5 stops.
Now my family is safe.
I was diagnosed with OCD about 9 years ago in 2013. I was 13 at the time. The reason I'm obsessed with turning on and off the light switch and I have to do it over and over to make everything right is because I have this intrusive thought that if I don't do it and if I don't complete this task, my house might catch on fire or something bad might happen to my family if I don't do it a certain way and make everything just so.
I have suffered from OCD my whole life and struggled massively with germs. For some reason, I struggle to have anyone in my bed.
These are real people. It's not a joke. This is
My fiancée makes sure she cleans her feet every night before we get into bed to ease my worries.
When you say you're OCD, I don't think you understand what it is. We aren't just anal about every detail. We fear something bad will happen, so we repeat our behavior multiple times to relieve the anxiety. It works temporarily, but the fear creeps back in. It's exhausting. I hope this helps you understand.
With my OCD, I have to do things till it feels right. So with perfume, I have to spray it like a certain amount of times, or something really bad will happen to my family. And it makes no sense, because what is the correlation? There is none. But my head makes me think there is a correlation, and if I don't do these things, something really bad will happen.
She makes me so
Which is
happy.
scary. The door's locked, the door's locked, the door's locked. Thank you.
I do that actually. The locking doors.
Oh no, I washed a dish. How mentally ill.
You see that stop sign over there? Yeah. Definitely don't stick all of it up your bus screen singing the YMCA.
Yeah, I agree with you.
What?
I definitely shouldn't do that.
Oh, she's
I don't
Jewish.
think that would even be physically
But
possible.
you wouldn't have even thought about letting that stop sign turn you into a hat if you didn't deep down subconsciously want to do it.
No, I don't want to impale myself on an octagon. It stands for obsessive compulsive disorder, not obsessive cleaning disorder,
Not overly cleaning disorder. Nothing to do with the cleaning
Okay,
disorder.
anyway, so we got through, worked to slide 14. I'm going to be asking you to be looking through the rest of the slides next class and to get through
Don't forget to like-
those 8 cases
like and subscribe.
for your lunch. And next
Yo,
class,
leave a
next
comment down below.
Friday, please
Should I just leave this on?
focus on this right when you get into class.
Subscribe with post notifications.
Yeah, turn on post notifications.
Post notifications
On God.
on. Please, wait, I'm doing it wrong.
No cap.
Like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you love Frodo Bazinga.
Like a comment if you want to kiss John.
Tell
right now, 'cause there's a
Mikey.
lip-
Tell Mikey that getting a chinchilla is a bad idea.
Yeah, no, chinchilla's a great idea. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
It's the
drop,
Joker.
Drop a notey.
Where is she?
Where is she?
No, I have a meeting with Mr. Lair and my mother. So. And ladies and gentlemen,